Well, hi there. Thanks for being with us here on Colorado and Company. As we move into the heart of winter, you might be noticing higher energy bills that a simple checklist can see where those drafts are coming from, and they're drifting in. And my buddy Jason McCullough with Brothers Redevelopment is here to help us with another edition of Hammer Time. And first, before we get into fixing those windows, you have a paint-a-thon coming up.
We do. It's our annual paint-a-thon. We're accepting applications right now. So if you are a senior with need around your home for painting or yard cleanup or any kind of exterior repair, give us a ring and we'll send you out one of these great applications to get to us and see if we can't get you on the docket for this year.
Okay, so call the numbers at the bottom of your screen. If you need your house painted and you need a little help, 720-339-5864. That's 720-339-5864. All right, drafty windows. How can you help me out?
Well, we got a lot of older homes in Denver, and they have drafty windows, and that it increases the load on your furnace or boiler, and it also costs you more money on your energy bill. So what I do is a yearly checkup. I check all my windows, go around all the trim and see if there's any gaps in your caulking, and you would just want to apply more caulking over that, color match that. And some people will say they want to use the old silicone style, which I've got here, but this is very hard to clean up. You can't use water. You have to just use rags and towels, whereas with this siliconized type, which is, it still says siding, doors, trim, that's water-based cleanup, but it still does the same job as this would do.
Okay, and what about the foam? What do you have here?
Well, that's if you find, that's not, you're still getting drafts. A lot of times older windows, the insulation around the windows has sagged. So what you want to do is a little more complicated. You want to take off your trim, which I've kind of left some off here, and you'll see gaps around your window. And if you do have some gaps, I'll have you take that. You take some of this gap filler, you just stick it right in the gap.
Just
give it a
stick
little
it in there
bit
like
of a
that?
squirt.
Whoops, whoops,
Just
okay.
give a little bit of a squirt. You'll hear it come out.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing it.
There you go.
There we go.
And then let it go.
Now,
this is kind of...
That's a little too much, right?
That's a lot, yeah. It does expand.
This is not like cake decorating, people. So can I just wipe it like that?
Yeah, wipe it like that immediately, and then when that dries, you can kind of sand and clean that up as well.
Okay.
You don't want to get this, why we're wearing gloves. This stuff, you get it on your hands, and it won't come off until your skin sheds, basically.
Really?
It's
so don't wear clothes that you don't want to get messed up with. Here, let me try this one more side.
Yeah.
Here,
get a little further back, it'll usually just a
like
real
that?
quick zip.
Okay.
Yep.
So again, if you need any recommendations, you can call Brothers Redevelopment. I'm just not very good at this. Look at this. I'm making a mess.
That's all right.
You know, that's why it takes a pro to do this.
It's tricky sometimes.
And of course, they can go to your website to find out more information. But what should we do with rooms that are unused?
Well, that's a great point. Unused rooms are kind of a heat suck, an energy suck. So what I do in rooms like I have a guest room or a storage room with window, I get some rigid insulation and then just carve it out so that it fits the window frame size. Stick that on, and then you can use some weather stripping tape, which won't pull the paint off when you remove it, and then just leave that on. Now obviously you want to put, I did that wrong. You want
do it that way, right?
Yeah, have it so that basically light coming in, you have an extra barrier. This is made as an insulative product, and then you can turn the heat down or close a duct in that area and close the door and kind of forget about that room for the winter.
And it doesn't matter what it looks like, because if you're not using it, you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
All right, easy enough. And talk about the inspection of our house. We want to make sure that our house is clean, and we want to make sure that the areas aren't seeping through that we don't know about.
Absolutely. Go through all your windows, all your doors. Feel for drafts. And then on a warmer day, Colorado will have a few days where it's 50 plus outside. Go out and check around the outside as well. Anytime you can catch any little area that's letting air through, if you think of it, it's like someone blowing a straw of your heated air that you're paying for out all the time. So any kind of gap you can fill is going to help you in your overall situation.
Always great tips. Quickly, we have like 15 seconds. Tell me about the paint-a-thon again.
Well, the paint-a-thon is an annual event. It's for seniors 60 and older who own their homes. If you have income issues or are on a fixed income, you have a house that needs painting, you have a yard that needs cleaning up, we use volunteer networks and a ton of volunteers to come and do that work.
Thank you, Jason. You can learn so much more about the work that Jason does to help others online. Go to brothersredevelopment.org. You can also call 303-202-6340 with any questions. Now, if you're interested in sending an application for the upcoming paint-a-thon, that number is 720-339-5864. Just a reminder, what you saw on today's show necessarily is not a service provided under the mission of Brothers Redevelopment.